Well, now with the frameworks at hand, let's welcome back the entrepreneurs from Humon to look at their COCA.
Beautiful.
All right.
Round two.
Indeed. Hey guys.
Bill.
Alessandro, good to see you
Good to
again.
see you
Welcome
again.
back. Hey,
Dan,
great
good
to
to
see
see
you,
you
man.
again.
Likewise.
Good to be back.
Hey, thanks.
All right, absolutely.
Be comfortable. So, you guys, well, Alessandro, you've graduated. Dan, you're getting close to submitting a thesis. So this is really where the rubber meets the road for Humon. What are your challenges? What are you working on?
So the next step for us right now is to run an alpha pilot. So we've gone through the steps. We've validated the business. We knew there was an opportunity there. We prototyped and got far enough in the prototyping and the testing to kind of come up with an alpha version of our product. So the next step for us is to sell some of these, again, kind of validate that demand in the market. Will the dogs eat the dog food? And get this on triathletes in the Boston area, start gathering their feedback, and figuring out how the customers like it.
And Bill, you must be very, very proud when your students graduate into their own job, the job that they created for themselves. I mean, it's fantastic. How do you feel about that?
I love it. And you see how much they enjoy it, their jobs too. You know, compared to some other people who are kind of have trepidation, they're a little fearful of their job. These guys are completely inspired. And I think it's in part, and this is advice for all students out there, take advantage when you're in school of the opportunity to move your business along, because when you graduate, if you start thinking this after you graduate, it's too late. The risk is too high. You have to be able to have what we call escape velocity by the time you get to this point.
But the risk still never stops.
Oh, the risk never stops. And they'll be the first to tell you that.
Yeah, so at some point, guys, you had to make a leap of faith and say to each other, all right, we're doing it. Talk to us about this moment.
So again, I mean, for us, going back to this moment when we finished Bill's class, and it was no longer a class project. It was the time where we had to decide whether this was going to go beyond the class project to become a real company. And when we took that leap of faith, we went back to the steps and kind of verified each one, checked through, and came out at the end and said there's a real opportunity there. And of course, we had to figure out if the tech was doable, and as Bill says, the tech always works. And so we sat down, decided to start prototyping,
And the tech worked?
the tech worked. Just as Bill said.
Congratulations to you. Before you guys got here, Bill was breaking down conceptually this second part of understanding the sustainability of your business, COCA. And now we want to understand that from your perspective. As you all know, understanding a COCA begins with understanding and mapping your sales process. So let's start there and then together get to a COCA.
Let's do it.
All right.